Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage. I don't care what you heard about me, what you know about me, what you think about me. Pull up to the spot and I'm only one deep. When I go OT, got the thing on me. G43X got it off safety. Tryna get the piece, so I gotta keep a piece. Getting high in a bit, but I stay low key. Anytime I show face, gotta pay me a fee. Ain't nothing free, I'ma need that deposit. Go straight to the bank and I make a deposit. Created a brand and I don't need a stylist. My name getting big, think I'm Christopher Wallace. I make it look easy, I ain't even trying. Hear how they talking, small thing to a giant. They capping, they hating, I don't even mind it. I let them keep talking, I just keep on shining. What you know? What you know about us? What you know about us? What you think you know? What you know about us? What you really know about us? I don't care what you know about me, what you think about me, what you heard about me. I don't care what you know about me, what you think about me, what you heard about us. What you know about us? What you know about us? What you really know? What you know about us? What you really know about us? I don't care what you know about me, what you think about me, what you heard about me. I don't care what you know about me, what you think about me, what you heard about us. Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage.
Hey, we are back again. Coach, how you been?
Good, man. How you been, Coach?
Doing all right, man. I love that we got the only theme song I think that any team has so far. I haven't heard anybody else come out with one yet, so
I haven't either, and I like it. We got to continue with it.
it is sharp. It's sharp, man. It just gets me ready every time I get that last minute and a half of that intro. Just like, oh, now we're getting a little closer.
Right on.
So speaking of closer, man, we got a lot going on.
Yes, we do, man. Trials coming up. Camp about to start. Getting excited. Guys are getting excited. Ready to get into camp.
Yep. So we got tryouts this weekend,
Yes,
right?
sir.
This
Yes, sir.
Saturday. Was it 1 o'clock?
Wonderful. Huh?
1
Wonderful.
o'clock.
Wonderful. Yes, sir. Wonderful.
1 to 4.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
how's it looking for like pre signups or getting some attention, getting some.
And it's a lot of attention. I have a lot of guys reaching out to me on social media, and I'm just sending them, the flyer, let them know what's going on. The owners and stuff been talking to me about it. It's a big turnout. Should be a big turnout. So I know guys excited, to try to get out there and, like I said, get back to the AFL, like get in the AFL and show what they can do. So I'm excited about it.
Well, and I think now you're looking at it's a little bit closer. It's a little more concrete than it was before. You're talking broadcast deals are now out.
Mm-hmm.
Man, here in Kansas City, speaking of broadcast deals, we talked about NFL Network last time you were on, but now we got this great TV.
The great TV, exactly.
Here in Kansas City, I'm going to have 3 teams broadcasting their games here every week.
That's a big deal, man.
Dude, it's all I can't wait. I'm so excited. I get to watch everything.
You're gonna be with us though.
So, oh yeah, but I'll be watching them all. If I'm home, the game's on.
Right on.
In fact, actually went out because it's one of those substations for the was a digital TV. So they got like the 0.1, 0.2, 0.3s. So I had to pick up an antenna because my local Hulu doesn't get it. So I picked up a TV antenna. Man, I'll tell you what, that comes in crisp.
That man crisp, huh? That's what's up, man. They like old school.
So yeah, now I'm thinking of going totally cutting and going straight air TV with a DVR attached to it. So
there you go, buddy.
But yeah, so I mean, it's a big deal, Like I said, we got regional TV deals, we got national TV deals. One of the things we got title on the fan club is this is the only arena football in the state of Iowa.
It's big.
It is a big deal. I mean, you got other leagues. You got other leagues out there. You got the AIF, you got the IFL, you got the TAL.
Yeah. PI, well, it is. I call them alphabet leagues,
Right. But this is the only arena football in the state of Iowa, including our neighbors towards central Iowa there. So that's a big deal. We've got all the things are falling into place. So I can see his tryouts getting a little more grip now.
Yes, exactly, man. Like I told you in weeks past, months past, I told y'all don't worry about it. I said everything gonna be handled. Only thing we can do is control what we control on our end. And look, the league did what it's supposed to do. So, and like I always say, playing will come together like butt cheeks, and it did. So we're here now. Like you said, it's concrete. It's time to go. Some teams have already started camp, and we're on deck.
So we got an ETA on when we're going to see some jerseys and some official footballs and anything like that.
I think we're announcing all of that come up this tryout this weekend. After we get, like I say, get to handle the business first in as far as putting the team all the way together concrete. And then we'll come out with, the due diligence of doing other things as far as the marketing and, showing things, reveals and things of that nature. So we're just trying to get this team together first and then go from there.
So, and we, a lot of the stuff, I think we're probably going to touch on a lot of things we've touched on before. Just, there's new people listening, people, some potential players are, trying to get an idea of what's going on. So what are you expecting? What do you want to see? If you're a potential athlete coming out for this tryout, what is it you're looking for?
Just like I said, man, from day one, it ain't gonna change. I'm looking for a football player. For the most part, our team is, it's put together. I'd be lying if I was saying that I didn't have, some guys, whatever, pretty much a bulk of the team that we need. But at the end of the day, they granted us 35 guys, so we're gonna get 35 good guys to come into camp. So it's still some positions that we're looking for. And like I said, I'm just looking for a football player to help complete this team and make everything full circle.
Well, and we had somebody asking on one of the posts about the tryouts. Isn't it a little late to be?
No, it's never too late to find a diamond in the rough or a stud. If there's anybody can come through the door for the tryout. So it's never too late until we start camp. We set camp at April 10th for a reason, and we had set our tryouts for this time for a reason. So at the end of the day, we're looking forward for guys, and the practice hasn't started yet. So it's about the quality practice that we get, and we're looking for, like I said, we're looking for some guys to come in and help us get to this championship.
And the reality is, even after camp and even after cuts, if Travis Kelce comes up knocking on your doors, you're going to sign him.
Yes, sir. We're going to figure that out. We're going to figure it out, man. So that's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, best players whenever you can get them. I mean, it doesn't make a difference whether it's
even during the season, man. Like I say, when I played arena ball, and I'm pretty sure other guys, the guys coming through the door every day, 2-day waiver guys, and that's part of, saying, making you stay on top of your toes and not get complacent and things of that. So it's gonna be that way throughout the whole year. We have guys coming in that want to come and try out, and like I say, we could be undefeated. You can be number one leading in the league or whatever. I'm gonna keep you pushing. I want a competitive camp. I want a competitive season. I want a competitive everything. Like I say, it only does iron sharpens iron, and keeps us on our toes as an organization, as a professional athlete. You got to stay ready all the time because you get to be here. You don't have to.
Well, and I think conditioning in this particular tryout is going to be huge.
Yes, exactly. I warned my guys already about it. I talked to them about it. I didn't warn them. I just told them about what's going on as far as when we get to camp. We have a conditioning test, not more so to see what we ask. Make sure you're being a pro, not just sitting down and just taking this chance for, just using for and taking advantage of it. So I want to make sure that guys come in shape and ready to go. It's a long season. It's going to be a hauling camp. We're going to make sure guys are ready. We're going to push you to the limits. We're going to put everything on your plate and make sure you can eat it up.
Well,
That's all we had.
And we had a logistical issue that made our tryouts a little bit shorter in the last time than it should have been.
Yeah, we did.
But the pace of the tryouts ended up being a lot closer to the game pace.
Bingo, Jack.
Bingo. Are you doing something similar to that this time around?
Oh, yeah, we definitely gonna keep it. I like the pace of it. Of how things went. It was smooth still. It was kind of like I say, chaotic. Noise or whatever, but we made it work, and like I said, we got 3 guys out to try out with that model. We get more time, so we get to spend a little more time with guys, but at the end of the day, it's still gonna be at a fast pace. So at the end of the day, we're gonna get more reps and everything, and really get this tech to eye on guys and see who we want when we leave here.
You're still focusing on the 20 over the 40?
Always in arena ball. Like I said, if you're running a 40, you out the damn arena. And we got it's not enough room for it. So still gonna focus on the 20 for my skill guys, and for my bigs, like I say, I need the first 2 and the first 10, and we'll go from there.
So I think I found a player we need to try to poach. I don't think we got a chance, but I think
what's his name?
This kicker out of Memphis in the USFL or UFL now, or not Memphis, Michigan. The guy hadn't kicked a field goal since high school. Hadn't attempted a field goal since high school. Came out with just a couple seconds left, kicked a game winner against St. Louis, 64 yards.
Ice in his veins, man.
Dead center. A guy hasn't kicked a field goal since high school, and he kicks a 64-yarder game winner.
Well, if he keep that up, he won't be in the UFL either. He'll be going to the NFL.
I imagine he already has a couple of contracts on.
Exactly. I bet you do. Somebody hit his agent up and like, hey, we got a draft here coming up in a couple of weeks.
Not only that, he did it twice. They kicked it, and they iced him, and he came back and did it again. So and plenty of room. It's not like he just barely made it. He had plenty of room to go.
Sign him up. I guess if you rest for that long and come and kick, then your legs should be fresh too.
Yeah, he was a kickoff specialist all through college.
There you go.
That's just it. Those are the kind of guys that you kind of hope to see come through a tryout.
Yeah, exactly.
You hadn't heard of that. Just all of a sudden just blows the doors off the place.
Mm-hmm. That's what we're looking for.
So all right. So we're looking for just quickness over top speed. I mean, speed is important, but quickness.
Speed is important, but like I said, I'm looking for football players that can, some guys aren't that quick and some guys aren't that fast. Some guys just know how to get to a spot and make things happen. So at the end of the day, we're looking for playmakers and football players. Someone to come in that can adapt, like I say, and be able to be that Swiss Army knife utility guy that don't mind, playing this position and that position, just putting everything on this plate. So those guys that we're looking for.
And great conditioning already out of the box.
Great conditioning out of the gate
all game.
Yeah, I don't need you to come to camp to get in shape. I need you already be in shape, and I need to come to camp to be in tip-top shape, if that makes sense.
Yeah, those 2-3 weeks camp are gonna make a difference for
Yes,
getting
sir.
you in shape. So
Get in shape for sure, for sure.
you gotta be
Real
ready.
conditioning well.
So how's that looking? How's preseason looking? You guys haven't started camp, right? Not everybody's already there. People are still gathering, right?
People still gathering coming in. Got a few coming in for the tryout this weekend. That's going to be here. Coaches will be coming in as well on Friday night. And like I said, camp is just going to be with camp. Us coaches we getting together. As far as we already been doing our talks and Zoom talks about the philosophy and how we're going to stack the bricks and things as far as building this house. So I just for the camp, like I said, we're going to make sure we just attention to detail. Break everything down to the simplest, stupid form, and make guys come out and and play the game they love and have fun with it. So but it's gonna be a fun camp, exciting camp, and like I said, a hard camp. But that's what camps is about. So when you come out of that war, come out of that battle, I mean, you're ready to win a lot of wars. And our first war is on the 17th against the Stockman. What their name is? Omaha Stockman. Yeah, against
Sounds
them.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
So
and I mean, hopefully it's not too much of a war.
I mean, at the end of the day, every game is a
they're
war.
going to be players, but
That's why you play the game, man. I feel like I go into every game as a war. Like my coach told me when I was young, I don't never take any guy lightly, because at the end of the day, I'm me. And I feel like I'm going to get my A game from everybody. So at the end of the day, that guy might look sorry to him, but he's not playing against me. So he's going to come out, ready to try to, put more on me. So I'm going to make sure I treat him like he is one of the best as well. So, like everything, them guys got something to prove over there. Some of them guys are trying to take some of these spots on our team. So, they're going to come out hungry and ready to go. They're from Omaha already. So, they're going to come out and try to prove it. The crowd afraid. Going to be a lot of their people in the crowd, so it's going to be, I feel like it's going to be a war, but at the end of the day, it's on us to, attain that war and make it work. And if we're not, it'll be a long night. But I feel our guys to be ready. We'll make sure as coaches and as a staff and as an organization, make sure they're ready as well. And we'll see what happens at the end.
Well, and we ran into a little bit of that with the Kansas City Bulldogs coming into Topeka.
Oh, yeah. We did.
They were, Topeka won, hands down. It wasn't close, but
Mhm.
man, there was some talent on that
Yep.
Bulldogs team that showed up. There were some
Yes, it
guys that
was.
balled out that day.
Yes, it was. A lot of times, like I said, you're going to get that from those guys because those guys are trying to take your spot, and those guys are hungry just like you are, but a little more hungry, because like I said, you're where they at, where they're trying to get to at the end of the day. So like I tell the guys in the AFL, if you was going to NFL trial, you're going to be just as hungry as them. So at the end of the day, you got to make sure, but you're here for a reason. And you here and they're there for a reason. So at the end of the day, the cream always rises to the top. So, you figured out at the end, like I said, we did our due diligence and did what we were supposed to do. But yeah, they definitely gave us a great shot. And I ended up bringing some guys in from that team, to come try out and make it. I mean, get them a shot at what they, they worked hard for that day.
Yeah, there's some good athletes that just, people haven't heard of.
Yeah, exactly, man.
So, that's it's kind of its own tryout in itself, even.
Bingo.
So, Capper is in chat asking, have the nets been set up yet? And have we seen what it's going to look like? Has the turf come in? How's that? All that logistics. Have we heard any of that yet?
All of that'll be coming in this week. For sure. I talked to Doc with Trevor about it. All of this stuff will be coming in here real soon. This week actually, and we're going to get the turf spread out and laid out. Because we want to get in there doing some camping and whatnot. So yeah, everything is moving in the right direction that it's supposed to be moving in. Like I told you from day one though, I only worry about X's and O's. So when they do lay the carpet down and put this stuff up, that we put a good product on that field to get some W's on the left side, So
you got to send me some pictures when that stuff gets laid down though.
I got you, man. I got you for sure. Don't worry about it. I'm excited just as you are.
And like I said, nets aren't an issue because Trevor's the one that purchased the nets for the league.
Yeah,
so he made the order. So yeah, that's kind of the least of our worries. Excited to see him set up though, and how they're going up to that big scoreboard and
that big scoreboard. Exactly, man. I was saying the same thing, and how it's set up in general. That's a nice arena, the MAC, man. How it just seems like it's a perfect arena for arena football. And like I said, the scoreboard just do it. Like you sitting at a drive-in movie or something. So it's a big deal, man. I'm excited.
Well, and I went to right where the wall is going to be like. Where it gets bolted into the ground. I kind of looked up, and the scoreboard's far enough back. The slack net should stick out behind it.
Yeah, it's to stop it from
hitting. Still not hit the scoreboard. So
exactly.
It's in a great position for what we're looking to do.
It is, man. I like it. I'm excited, man.
So yeah, I mean it's yeah, like so I'm just excited to see how it all turns out. You know, they got new turf coming in, whole new net system. Like this is just stuff that this is the fun part of the game, the
Exactly, man.
back fun part of the game.
Exactly.
We got Tony in here. We got our GM going. Iron
That
sharpens
guy
iron, like I said
all the
earlier.
time. Yeah,
Done. And
yeah,
and coaching staff. Yeah, by far, we got definitely an amazing coaching staff.
yeah, we do, man. We got a
And,
great coaching staff. I'm excited about that, man. Like I said, we talk and just pick our brains, and we just excited about what we can bring to the table to these young guys and teaching them the game with the AFL and all the knowledge we have. You say we had like 44 years of knowledge in the of years experience in the arena
yeah.
football. That's a big deal, man. And like I said, these just are good guys. And like I tell a lot of people, man, my coaching staff, when they played, none of us was prima donnas. You know what I'm saying? We worked hard for what we did, And that's what I like about this staff. Yes, we was pretty damn good, but we still worked hard and we treated the game like it was supposed to be treated,
Well, and as a young player coming into this game, never playing it before,
Mhm.
or limited indoor experience, to come in knowing you're being taught the game by guys that not just played the game, but played it at a high level.
On
Like,
every level, as far as the positions, like every one of our positions, we got a coach that played on a high level, and they're gonna teach you the games in and out. Like I said, I'm excited, man. I'm very excited about what's about to happen. Like I told coaches, we can't mess this up, man. We can't. Front office and the staff is doing their job as far as making sure we have the guys, make sure we have everything is to keep them happy. And all we have to do as coaches, stay on them, hold them accountable, and just get them back what God gave us, and teaching them the game, the ins and outs. And we just take it one day at a time, one practice at a time.
Well, and you played, didn't you play the 18-game season? Weren't you
Yes, I
in
did.
the AFL at that point?
Played
So
18th season, and it was fun,
completely
actually.
different from that. Now you're talking
Yeah,
a 10-game sprint as opposed
exactly.
to that 18-game like marathon. Like that
It was a
man, that takes
marathon. Yeah,
forever.
we started in March and ended in August. Later, yeah.
Yeah,
So
something like that.
it was something like that. It was a good time though. You
It was
never felt like,
exhausting. It was exhausting for me. I can
yeah.
only imagine what it was like
But
for you.
It's just made an extra paycheck, man. Extra paychecks, and imagine 18 with plus the playoffs, and as a football player, that's all you can ask for. So I mean, I felt it was okay to me. I didn't have no complaints, so I don't think anyone else did either.
So Tim just piped in that how important will be to you that the kicker can reach the nets and take advantage of the nets and the new deuce rule. So I'm going to add to that not only the deuce rule, but if it kicks it out of bounds, it's a point for the other team.
Another team, yeah.
And you got the touchback points as well. Touchback point as well.
The road, whatever you call it, yeah. The Rouge.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I say, I'm all about to select the 2 points. I want to get points any way I get them, but if I can hit that bar every time we get that ball, that's a guaranteed 6 to 7 points, I believe, in my mind. And at the end of the day, of that possession and wasting time off for the other team is a big to me as well. So, I mean, I just want a kicker that can just go out there and kick ass, I like to call it, and have fun with it. And also, he has to make tackles. I don't expect too many of them going back that far, but at the end of the day, he has to be our safety line of defense, and his ass need to make some tackles and be part of the team.
You're not gonna find a lot of Brian Unsteads out there.
No, you ain't, man. Hey, now that was the one. Kick ass and go hit you, boy. He would go hit you and then care nothing about it.
How many kickers used to get personal fouls multiple times in a season?
And him, kick ass, boy. That's original kick ass. He was a feisty little guy, man. And
he loved to go lay a hit.
He loved to lay the wood, Jack. And he could kick too, though. So it wasn't like it was just his own thing. He didn't mind kicking ass and knocking your back out either, Jack.
Yeah. Oh no, that was his favorite part, doing kickoffs and going and just seeing whoever he didn't care who he hit. He
didn't care.
Ball runner,
he reached out to me too and said, "If you need me, let me know." I said, "Well, I'm gonna give my couple guys a chance, but you be waiting there waiting if I do need you, because I damn sure give you a call, buddy."
That's another guy. You get him up there, my kids will be showing up every week.
Everybody will, man. Yeah. Brown was a fan favorite and a true, like I say, he wasn't your average kicker, man. He wasn't your average kicker. He played the game the right way. He really did.
But I do think the deuce and even more the deuce, that point for out of bounds kicks. I think that, man, you don't have the right kicker.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
You can lose games like that for real. You know,
Mhm.
that's big, man. That's big. So, like I say, in every phase of the game, no matter what game it is, you know, they gotta have all three phases working for you. And special teams just as big as offense and defense. So, again, we make sure our special teams are on point, and make sure we have a kicker that can nail it, like the guy did with the 64 yarder, and and make it happen. So that's where I'm at with things.
I'll tell you, as a Battlehawks fan, man, I couldn't even be angry. I couldn't even be angry at that one. I'm like, man, that was just impressive.
Right on.
But all right. So schedule wise, you said coaches come in on Friday. We got
Yeah, Coach Beard. I'm sorry.
tryout. No, you're good. Tryout Saturday,
hmm
and then players start arriving when?
We got players coming in as early as Sunday and Monday, So, like I said, we're gonna get them hooked up in their hotel, get them ready to go. But yeah, guys will be coming in from this weekend all the way up until it's time to report on Wednesday. So we're getting all that together now. Once we get in, like I said, we have our meetings and stuff. Introductions on the 10th. With all the coaches in the front office, and then I take out physical stuff with the staff, with the doctors and whatnot, get equipment checked out. We rocking and rolling. Thursday morning at 5 o'clock, ready to go.
So Wednesday, check in for everybody's on Wednesday. Thursday's the first day of actual
Yeah,
camp.
Thursday's the first day of camp, 5 o'clock. Be there, be ready to go, rock and roll.
And you guys are doing evening practices?
No, we're doing morning practice. We're going 5 to 8, but you get them in, make sure they're pros, make them ready to go. Yeah, we're going in the morning time. Guys came here to play football, not to go to jobs, So at the end of the day, we want to make sure you're here. Make sure you're not burning the count on both ends, if that makes sense. Make sure you're being a pro, getting your rest at night, and you come in every morning and have a great practice. So that's what we have with things. And I like it that way. I did it that way with a lot of other teams when I was in the AFL. And and even in high school, we had practice in the morning. So I feel like it's just, like I said, keep guys on their toes, and then after that, you got your whole day to do whatever you want to do. But do it respectfully though. Because I have you up all night, you try to stay up all night. It's a different thing. That's just how I am as a coach and now a player. So I'm not gonna reinvent it. I feel like 5 o'clock in the morning is a great situation. I like it that way.
Well, the reality is, this tends to lead to a lot of younger guys. Younger guys want to party, have a good time, live it up a little bit. Well, if you got to be at practice at 5 a.m., you're a little less likely to stay out that much later.
Bingo, Jack. So I mean, at the end of the day, like I don't think we have those type guys anyway. I really don't. I feel like they come in here to take care of business, but at the end of the day, me as a coach, like as a parent, I'm gonna make sure I got rules and stuff behind it and keep you accountable. And I feel like that 5 o'clock class practice would definitely keep you accountable, because if you're not coming in, it's gonna show. It's gonna show if you're trying to burn both ends of the calendar, like my coach say. It's gonna show. So at the end of the day, I feel like it's a great situation.
And Albany had their tryouts. Was it last weekend? Weekend before last?
Mhm.
At 5:30 in the morning. They had their tryouts.
There you go.
And I'm like, like one thing, it's super early. Like to me, it's like that's insane. But at the same time, it's like, you know what? If you're there, you're serious about this.
You're serious, exactly, man.
So,
It's kind of everything is a mind game, and trying to get the edge and just see what guys are at, putting them in bad situations. So when the easy situations happen, that it's easier. So that's what life is about. And that's what, like I said, practicing and getting yourself ready for that war is about. So when the war comes, it's a party.
one of my last seasons coaching track, I used to coach high school track, and man, I had my runners doing some just ridiculous workouts. I mean, stupid hard workouts. But I'm telling them, like, man, okay, so you're working hard. You're doing this at 80%, multiple reps. When it comes meet time, you only got to do it once at 100%.
Bingo, Jack. And that's easy, man. That is easy. That's what practicing things is about. That's what preparation is all about. Making when it's time to get out there, easy and relax. And like I did this, and that's how you build confidence, and that's how you build winners.
So so I know I've seen the team has announced some new signings lately, or the team's Facebook page announced some signings. So like Cedric Thomas, is this somebody we had at the tryouts, or is this somebody
else? That's the
else?
one from the tryouts. I'm sorry, that's my guy from the tryouts. From Fayetteville, I think Fayetteville University.
Mm-hmm.
He's a DB receiver type guy. Again, it's a big deal. Like I said, like I told you before, I think he's one of the guys that I'm excited about. That people haven't seen before. So he could be that field goal kicker. Kicking that 64-yard that no one ever heard about. So yeah, I'm excited about him. Yeah, out of nowhere, I'm excited about this guy for real.
Well, and again, that's kind of the name of this game. I mean, you think about some of the guys that come out of here. I mean, obvious one being Kurt Warner.
Bingo. Yeah.
No one knew who he was. I was some kid out of
No.
northern Iowa who bombed out of Green Bay's, camp.
Mhm.
And, man, he
Yeah.
ended up being MVP.
Yep.
It's
MVP,
insane.
man, with one of the best teams ever assembled.
Oh
And
yeah.
so I mean, so yes, it's like I say, man, it's your shot. You got your shot, you take advantage of it, man, and go from there.
Mhm.
Big things can happen. you know. And there's a lot of guys that's in general when I played arena ball that was, got sent brought back up to the league and things of that nature. Corey Brackets be one. I mean, Larry
Mhm.
Brackets be one of them. Boogie
Mhm.
up in Philly. Chris Gryson, who I played with in Milwaukee, went to Dallas after that season, 2010. They had all the injuries. So I mean, like I said, at the end of the day, just take advantage of the situation, man, and you can just come out and be that guy. You might not be a corona, but you still live that dream and get to where you're trying to get to, and that's to the NFL and make good money and take care of your family and things of that nature. So it's here.
Yeah, and step one, it's going to be the NFL Network. So
Bingo that. Now that was big. That
the
was a big
NFL
deal.
Network, then the NFL itself. That's the goal right
Yeah,
there.
that's the goal,
So
man. That's the
you got,
goal. That's the
you got
goal.
Jyree Taylor hopping, and can't wait to get on board Saturday.
Who said that?
Jyree Taylor in chat. So
Oh, okay. What's up? What's up? I got you. Okay, yeah,
uh,
I'm ready to see you, buddy. I'm ready to see you, man.
so I'm also looking at, we got another signing that got announced recently, the Nasir Randall.
Yes, yes. That's one of D Morgan, Coach Mo guys he brought in. Big body type, skill type athlete. I think, like I said, receiver, man, we're loaded though. It's gonna be a hard camp. Guys are gonna come in and bust their butt and compete. Especially at that position. So I'm excited about all of the receivers that we have coming into camp. It's a lot. It's a mix of big, tall, small, fast, quick, everything. So like I said, we just hope we got enough. They can figure it out, and the best man will win. But I'm excited for that group for sure.
How about quarterback? I know we still got Cato.
Is there Kato?
Who else?
And we have Billy Maples. Like I said, KU grad, went to Park Hill.
Mhm.
Been around. Still young, but just been around the league and a very pro style type quarterback. Like I say, he came under the tutelage of a Chris Gryson. Chris Gryson trained him from time he was a pup all the way through high school, and I think all the way through college as well. So he knows the game as far as the arena game, and I know he's taking some tad bits and things from Chris as we speak now because he's kind of like a father figure, a mentor for him. So I'm excited about those guys as well. It's just like we picked up Winston in Kansas City. We can never have another, too many good quarterbacks. So I'm
Oh yeah.
excited about Maples coming in behind Cato. Cato is a seasoned veteran that that's did it great on every level, high school, college, and now. So I'm excited, man.
That's gonna be an interesting quarterback battle because I
Yes,
mean
it is.
you do have the seasoned veteran that has actually played arena style football.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes.
And CFL, and then
Yeah.
huge,
Yeah.
great resume
Yeah.
versus
Great.
the kid coming in who's new to all this, but is being taught by one of the best ever.
Amen.
I
Amen.
mean,
Amen.
Bryson does not get the credit for
He don't get the
being
credit. He does it,
as
man.
good as he was.
Yeah, he does it. He was around some good ones, but at the end of the day, I feel like he was great as well. Like you say, he don't get the credit. And what I liked about Grayson, he was a team guy. And that's probably why as well. He didn't care about all the hoo-ha and all the limelight or things like that. He was a true team guy. And that's what I got to feel from him. And I learned a lot from him. In Milwaukee. As far as this time we was going through we're trying to get the in 2010 we was trying to get the what they call that, the damn
Oh, the union stuff,
the union stuff,
the CBA.
Yeah, the CBA. So, and he was a big front runner of that, being a vet, the guy that been in the OAFL that was making big money. He was a big front runner for that, and he was on. He didn't cross the line. He was over there with us, and that was big. He taught us a lot of stuff and told us a lot of stuff, what to do, how to do it, and still being a pro with it. And like I said, I'll ride with Gryson any day, man. He's a good guy in general. He's a great guy.
Yeah, easily somebody I think should probably be considered top 5 all-time AFL quarterbacks.
Agreed.
And then Capper piping in here.
Oh,
If
yeah.
Caleb play like he did that in Montreal, watch out. Yeah, I've heard some good stuff from his Canadian days.
Yeah, we're gonna figure him out, man. Like I say, it's just on him just come in and being that guy. and just taking the toolages from Coach Morgan and all the rest of the coaches, and just adapting to what we have. Because, like I said, we have the people in front of him, we have the people outside of him, so he can throw it to him and don't worry about him getting touched. So, like I said, just on him just being that leader. Like I say, stringing on Billy along and stringing this whole team along as far as how good we can be. But I'm very excited about Cato as well. Actually, we got an interview with Cato coming up on the 4th.
Mhm.
With him and a couple more guys in the league or whatnot. So,
Is that for the Central Division?
yeah. Central Division thing that Doc was telling me about. So yeah, I'm excited about that as well.
Yeah, well, yeah. Watch the Western Division ones today. They're just good little interviews, nice and quick hitters.
Mm-hmm.
You kind of get to know some people, some of the some personalities are out there because, man, I said all the time, personalities are what make this.
Mm-hmm.
And getting those people out there, they're good in front of the camera. I'd say if you can get Max out there, Max is another one. As you know,
Yeah,
it's just a good personality to get out there.
he's one of them too. He'd be one of our guys that they'll be speaking with as well as Max. So yeah, there people get to see Agent Zero. See what he's all about. Like I say, he came into the CIF with me last year with the Tropics and tore it up.
Yeah.
And I'm expecting good things from him as well. He's another good guy that just loves the game and just happy to be around it. That came out of nowhere. He was one of those guys that people didn't really know about in arena football.
And
And
incredibly
he's a
dependable.
household name. Huh?
Incredibly dependable receiver.
Yes, very dependable, and just like I said, just a good teammate. He always gonna come up ready to work. He's not really a rah guy, but as far as like just doing his job, putting his head down, doing it the right way, he's definitely was a dependable, very dependable guy.
I've always compared him to Hunter Renfro, that third and Renfro type guy.
Mm-hmm.
Just third down, you need a sure catch.
You
That's
got it.
where you send it to.
Got you. You got you, man. It's a good
So,
kid, man. Just a good
yeah,
kid.
and good with the fans.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
He's
as
a good
important
guy.
as anything else.
Yeah.
So, sorry, my head's been all over the place. Because like I said, I'm ready for this to all get going. Like I said, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make it this weekend. But I wanted to ask you. You said you did get a copy of the final rule book.
Yes.
Anything in there that stands out? Anything different that's you have to kind of work around that you weren't quite expecting?
No. It's still what pretty much the rules that when I played for my 2 seasons when I first got in, understanding the game. So I feel like it's gonna be rough for a lot of other people that really don't understand it. Just like anything else. It's chess, not checkers. So I feel like I told you from day one, with how the rules are set up, we're gonna be looking for those guys we think they can finish, those guys that can't, those guys. It's like running a relay, if that makes sense. I got my fast guy, I got my guy that's strong around the curve, I got my guy that can hit the straights, and I have my finishers. So, like I said, it's chess. So we're gonna make sure, like I said, gonna start day one in camp, but this gonna be that guy, this, and the third. We're still looking for DSs, we're still looking for OSs, but all that'll be earned in camp, So it's just like I said, it's just the game of arena, which makes it so exciting, to have those things and be able to, coach it up that way and see who wins at the end.
So, and we're still looking at one OS, one quarterback, and 2 DSs.
Yeah, so I think that the OS quarterback and center will automatically be OS.
Okay.
And then we get to add more. I think we get to add more, and then on the defense side, pretty much the same thing, and go from there.
So you say your quarterback and your center are both going to be specialists.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes, our quarterback is not even counted as one. I'm pretty much sure. And I think we get two out after that. We get two of them out of it.
2 beyond the quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well that would be a little bit different things. I think
It is. Now that part is different than when we played because they've only had 2 when we played, but now the quarterback is considered the OS no matter what.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we're looking at having potentially a lineman and a
I
skill
want
position.
Yeah, something like that. I got to talk with Coach Moore, but in my mind frame, I would love to, you want to mess up that center quarterback thing. You don't want to have a nose guard coming to snap the ball to the center in the middle of the day. In the fourth quarter, we need this big down. Even in the third quarter, any big down in there. So, for the most part, I would like to keep that center as always, because I want to keep that relationship with him and the quarterback,
And I've talked to a lot of linemen after a game, and their heads aren't always all there. Like they take some, people don't feel, oh man, look at that big hit the receiver took. It's like, yeah, but that was one hit.
Mm-hmm.
Those linemen are every single play just crushing into each other. It's like
It's
a car
that
crash.
Mac. It's the Mac and fullback in the AFL.
Mhm.
Okay,
Oh yeah.
you know that the lineman and D lineman, I respect it, but train wrecks, fullback,
Mhm.
Mac all day. Those are the ones that kind of cuckoo when it's over with, you know.
Oh,
But you know that's why you do it, though. That's why you
but
do it.
that's why I could see there being a big benefit in having your center with a clear head.
Oh, oh yeah, oh yeah, you need. Yes,
That makes a big difference.
for sure.
I just remember going up to players in Des Moines, and the guys would just be standing there, just kind of rocking, like they just gotten off a ship, and I'm like, "You all right? Yeah, why?" They
Like
had
the
no
Barons,
clue.
right, man. You know, it's a war.
Yeah,
You just out there trying to get everything back together, you know, and you already hyped up, adrenaline still going, you know. You probably had 19 C4s and so you just through the roof, you know. So, but like I said, that's part of the game, man, and
I had
part of why
I
you
had
love it.
one guy told me, he's like, "I remember coming out the tunnel and talking to you right now." Like everything between was completely gone.
Oh man, well, he was in the water in for sure.
Oh man, he took some hits.
Yeah, that's how I am sometimes, you know. But hey, at least he was there to talk about it.
So, but yeah, no, like I said, that's like, people don't really pay attention to how bad the linemen have it. And like you said, especially you're talking the Mac linebacker's got to rush every play and go head up with that fullback that's rushing right at him. I mean, that's what the NFL. It's part of what the NFL is looking at doing this year with changing their kickoffs, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is they're
Mm-hmm.
trying not to have people full sprinting at each other and
Right.
just colliding for really kind of no reason for them.
I mean, sometimes it's for no reason. Sometimes you have to. You know, as a
Yeah.
linebacker, I was always taught to make a hole. If it's not a hole there, you got to make one. Because when I try to olay it, they coming through there. So at the end of the day, you know, it's just part of the linebacker phase and fullbacks. You know, old school fullbacks, it was train wrecks. And old school linebackers, train wrecks. And then they right there by the quarterback and right there, what we're trying to get to. So, it's just part of the game, man.
So how are we looking at my favorite position at the jack linebacker? That's always my favorite
You say
position.
what now?
The jack linebacker. How are we looking?
We low, like so you see on the big AFC we have, and you see on the big DBs we have. So I mean, guys that played 2A this year. You know, we have some guys with experience that played it, like Anthony Cruz, I believe, from Orlando. He played it before, and it's just I like it. We still can go sideline to sideline, and just a smart guy, and a guy that can be that hammer as well, but also can have a little finesse, to wiggle around and make plays and be that jack out the box, so to say. It's one of the best positions, and also to have Tanner Warner coaching those guys. That's a big deal, man.
It's a big
To
deal.
have him, one of the guys that one of the better guys that ever played the jack position in the AFL and the DB position is just football player in general. But to have him leading them guys back there, with also what I know as far as the Mac as well, and how them two collide with each other as far as making stuff right for each other. The yin and the yang, so to say. So I'm excited about the Jack and the Max. And like I say, we got some big receivers and some guys that knows the game. I mean, they have played Jack a little bit, So we'll see what it say. Like I said, the camp is gonna be exciting, man. It's gonna be very exciting.
And I've said this a million times. I don't know anybody. I don't think I've ever seen anybody read a quarterback as well as Tanner Varner.
Tanner Vaughn is great. He was great at him and Evan Jackson. Evan Ray now.
Yeah.
Evan Ray was pretty good at it as well. And my guy from the Rush back in the day, but his name is
Zoe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Zoe was pretty damn good at it too, buddy.
Just somebody can look at a quarterback and know exactly which lane he's going to throw it in and know how to jump that pass. I mean, when you get a good jack linebacker, and like I said, I think a lot of times it just becomes like a junk drawer. It's like I'll put somebody athletic in there and they'll just get involved.
Yeah, it's just teach, man. It's outdoor football, and these guys, when they tell you it's outdoor football, and when you playing, it's the only position that you can look at the quarterback in football and he'll throw it to you. Because I can teach our guys an outdoor game, as far don't look at the quarterback, he gonna throw you the ball. But in the arena, if that Jack watching that quarterback, he know where to go and be instinctive. And, he gonna make a lot of plays, man. So because they come out of nowhere, and you want the long rangy guy that's gonna like go get anything, the receiver type bodies, that ain't also scared to come downhill and put some hits on you.
Yeah, if you're a jack linebacker and you get an interception at the numbers, you got a touchdown.
You got a touchdown every time. You
Yeah.
better.
I mean,
You better.
there's nobody between you and the end zone at that point.
No one, Jack. But that turf, if you fall on it, hey, that's bad on you. Well, yeah,
Those
it's no
turf
one.
monsters, man.
Unless you turn into Coach. What's my guy? Back in the day that tripped the player.
Yes. Who was
He went to
that?
Quad City, and then he went out to. He was with Duke. What's his name? He tripped the kid. Forget his
Capper,
name.
where are you, Capper?
Yeah. Oh
but,
man.
but yeah, I mean
Yeah.
it's free right now. Actually, I got a.
Ponder?
What's that?
I forget his name.
I got a buddy in Tulsa who was sitting in the front row, and conveniently, the pads fell over right when
They did.
the ball was being returned, and
I bet it did.
stopped the touchdown, and then it's about the only reason they won their championship when they did is because of that. So,
And that ain't it, man. That is bad business.
I mean, it just happened to fall over. I mean,
I bet it did. That's home field advantage, I guess.
Well, I mean, and I think about back to Kansas City when we beat Denver for the first time. It was right before halftime. The defense committed a penalty. The back judge standing right in front of me in the end zone. I lean over to him and say, "Hey, man, we should have gotten time back on that clock." He stopped the play dead, goes over, puts time back on the clock, comes back, thanks me. We run the next play and don't score. Half would have been over. So the second play in, we score. We win that game by one point.
And there you go. There you go, buddy.
Like, putting that time back on the clock made all the difference in the world.
It made, especially in arena ball. Every second it's like a minute, truth be told, in arena ball. So
speaking of a minute, that's one thing I saw in like the kind of the almost final draft of the rules is that the 1 minute timing rules are only going to be in effect if it's within a certain amount of points.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So they're going to run the clock if it's pretty much out of reach.
Out of reach, yes. And I like that. At the end of the day, I think it's good football and it makes sense. And it's just like I said again, it teaches coaches and teams and stuff to shoot for. Be ready, be more ready to play. To make the game as real as it can be at the end. You want to be competitive. So at the end of the day, it's on you to keep it competitive.
Yeah. And that's fair. No one wants to sit and just watch a dog of a game drag on.
No, not at all, man.
But if it's close enough, I want every opportunity to.
I want every opportunity, man. But that's what the game arena is about. Exciting. Every time someone get the ball. So, like I said, you want to keep it as competitive as possible. So it's on you though. If you don't make it competitive, that's all on you. No one else.
And I've been to some very not competitive games.
I have been in them as a coach.
I mean, even as a player, it actually. So one of the things I remember you playing for the Voodoo. It was a nationally televised game for the Voodoo, and you guys were getting killed. You guys are just getting destroyed. Oh man, I don't remember who you all were playing, but I remember you guys were getting killed, and even the home commentators were just not being kind. And I'm like, all right, I get there's not much positive to talk about here, but I said, but you had a hell of a game in that game. Mm-hmm. You were tearing people up left and right. As a team, it wasn't quite cutting it. But individual performance, that's the one thing I remember standing out. Is like that you destroyed them that night.
I just like to have fun, man. I like to play the game, man. So like I tell guys all the time, I get to play this game. I don't have to be here. I don't have to coach. And every opportunity I get, especially in arena, the walls are undefeated and the damn ground is concrete. So every rep I get, I'm finna make sure that I'm not causing harm to myself. I could seriously be, paralyzed or things happen. So I try to play the game like it's my last rep every time. I did.
And it definitely and it has happened. It's happened in this game specifically. Mm-hmm. It's but that's just it. You can't take it for granted.
No, you can't, man. And like I said, you never know who's watching. So if you're trying to have aspirations of getting out of here, you never know who's watching. Guys on the next level want to see that. Did he quit? Did he keep going? Mm-hmm. Okay, I see him how he working when things are going right. How is he gonna work when shit ain't going right? So it just like I say, it's just all about your integrity and you as a person, and if you love to do the game, play the game.
Yeah, and speaking of people watching, no knock against the other leagues playing on YouTube and places like that, but you got to seek those games out.
Mm-hmm.
You got to make a point to go to YouTube and find what game's on and see who happens to
Mm-hmm.
be playing.
Mm-hmm.
With this league being on NFL Network, it's right there. It's right
It's
there in
right
front
there,
of their.
man.
It's right there in front of their face.
It's right there, and it's just like with how the NFL can speak on us. Their games are out there all the time, right there in their face, ready, on multiple channels. So, like I said, it's always a step up, and that's what the AFL is about, being a step up other than other leagues. There's tiers to it. So, and like we trying to chase NFL, CFL, and the CFL trying to chase NFL. So,
Right.
it's a big deal, and I'm happy. I'm excited to be in the NFL. I'm happy to be back here. And like you said, it's a big deal to be here as far as in the indoor game. It really is.
Do you think there's a difference in the league as a whole? Like, because yes, there's some coaches that are returning, but for the most part, pretty few.
Mhm.
But it seems like it's kind of a younger group of coaches coming in. Do you feel like there's a
Yeah.
different mentality?
I feel like definitely a different mentality because guys, some people are stubborn in their ways and have never played the arena game, and I feel like, as my mom would say, you had to get incognito as far as what's going on, to play the game. It's different things and different rules and different angles to this game. So the guys that's coming in as coaches and young guys, they have to learn the game, in general. So we all gonna have our sore moments, so to say, as far as trying to teach the game and trying to teach the young guys the game as well. So I feel like, but every coach that's in the league, I feel like, at some point in time in this arena thing, they did a great job, and playing as far as being a player. So I can think they can bring a lot of that knowledge and to the game, and by season end, I feel like all of us are working on the same page, if that makes sense. If they want to be coachable, because at the end of the day, it's just about being coachable. And like I tell a lot of people, man, about coaching and anything in life, you always learn. The one day you think you know it all, you gonna go too far. So you just sit back and just learn. See what he's doing, see what he's not doing, keep it, throw it out. And like I said, keep learning and keep involved as a person and as a coach. So like I said, I feel like the coaches that are here, I feel like they will do that. To keep this arena game going the right way in the right direction. So we can put good product out week in and week out to get this league back to where it was in its heyday.
You think the teams and coaches are working closer together this time around? Or is it everybody kind of still keeping their own business?
I mean, and then they got to keep your own business because you got to make yourself identity. So at the end of the day, yes, you got to stay within the house first. Until you can branch out. I can't help me. I can't help me. I can't help you if I can't help myself.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, we got to build what we got to do first before you can branch out and help someone else out. If that makes sense.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's. I've noticed this on the media side of things that it seems like there's less of a competition, more of a, hey, let's just get this out. Let's just get this product going again. Let's get this league going again. Like we've done a roundtable with the different media groups. We've
Mm-hmm.
all been involved. Where in the past, there's no way that was ever going to happen. We all kept very siloed. It was
Mm-hmm.
I've got my stuff and only my stuff, and you got your stuff. I think Tim and I have developed great friendship over the years. Just keeping track of everything, rumors, and is it coming back? Is it not coming back? And so we're working well together. And like so, we just kind of bringing on Shady Sports and some of these other folks that I know you've gone to and talked to some of those folks too. It just like I said, seems more cooperative, at least on the media things.
Yeah, because they just happy about the league. You want to get this league back going. So everybody gonna chip in and be the big brother, so to say. To keep it going back to roll. But I can see once they get back to it's going, everybody going back their separate ways and know what they're supposed to do. But it's like having coming to help a city that had a hurricane or a major disaster. We all gonna come in and pitch it back up, and then when we get it going, we're going back to our selected homes or states. So like that's how I feel. If people are doing that, I feel like that's a good that's a good way to do it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, to come back and get the league back to where it's supposed to be. You know,
Just
each
get your
one,
feet back under you,
yeah,
and then
to get it going so we can keep going for years and years to come and watching and playing this game and commentating and being a fan of this game that we love so much.
yeah, and speaking of years and years to come, I noticed that Gray TV deal said a
Mhm.
multi-year contract,
It's
which,
big.
man, that makes me feel good about the future right there.
Hmm.
Just that
Exactly,
alone.
man. Exactly, man. And like I said, it's on us as coaches and the ownership and the guys in each state and each team and organization, making sure we put a great product on the field to make sure them guys say, hey, I invested my money in a great thing, and it can only can get better in years to come.
So I might have to reach out to Tony on this one, but I saw that Gray has an Omaha affiliate, but I didn't see any Rampage games on their station.
That's a Tony question.
So I'm gonna have to reach out to Tony unless he's still watching. How come we're not on the Gray TV there in Omaha? Because, man, that'd be nice to have all the regional games broadcast
That
locally
will
out.
be. That will be. But hey, we still the step brothers, I guess, for right now. And like I told coaches them about the NFL Network, we only have 2 games, but we can turn that around. We can black out some teams by
At
just
least until the postseason.
yeah, exactly. Just go out here, just go out there, and just play football. So we ain't worried about that. We get to play. So we'll figure it out and see what happens at the end. That's what happens.
Yeah, between flex scheduling it towards the end of the year and
Hmm.
postseason, there's a good chance being on multiple
Good chance,
times.
man. Yeah, it's a good chance. So we just gonna, like I said, do what we got to do and coach the shit out these guys and have fun.
And I got the mom coming into town to take care of the kid during Arena Bowl week.
Oh,
So,
you won. You won.
man,
You got to put it together.
I-35 straight up. I'm ready to go.
There you go, baby. I like it. I like it.
I don't know if I've ever actually. I don't think I've ever have driven to an Arena Bowl before. That's gonna be
Yeah,
a
well,
first
yeah,
for
be
me.
pretty close this year. So hey, there you
So
go.
because even Cleveland I flew to that year. So
I don't mind. I don't blame you flying to
I,
Cleveland.
I've done that drive a couple times.
Yeah, don't blame
It's a
you.
long one.
Yes, it is that.
So, but anyhow, it's getting late. I don't want to keep you from your family too much longer. So you're not up in Omaha yet, or
No,
Omaha Council
no,
Bluffs yet, right?
no. I'm not up. I'm not in Omaha, Council Bluff area yet. I go there a lot though. I was just there last week. I just got back here on Monday. I'm up here. I'm teaching, so I'm still in school. Doing those things, and like I say, count down the days, man, for camp starting next week. So
All
excited.
right. Well, I'm definitely looking forward to those pictures. I get some good stuff put out there, but get the field nets and all that. Looking forward to seeing all that set up. But yeah, do you have anything else to tell anyone, the fans watching, the player potential tryout people watching? What do you
Fans,
got?
come out to the tryout. What's going to be there is open up to the public. Come and see your team. Like I said, we have all the coaching staff there. The front office will be there. Some guys will be there. That's we have, and you probably get to meet some new guys as far as whoever makes it to the tryout. Guys, if you come into the tryout again, like we said before, make sure you come in ready to go. Make sure you just not coming just to have fun or just trying to see where you at. Make sure you're in shape and come here to make a team. As I told you before, we're not doing tryouts just to do them. We're doing them to get guys. And like Coach said, we find that Travis Kelsey that's got to come through, or we're gonna figure out a way to make it happen. So we just want the guys to come in ready to go. And I'm excited, like I said before. And just come out and check us out, man. It's gonna be an exciting season. And it starts this weekend at the tryout. So get there.
And I really want to echo that for the fans. Come out, say hi, introduce yourself, get to know these guys, because, man, it changes the whole experience for you as a fan when you actually get to know these guys that are out on the field.
Yeah,
You know,
and I think we're selling merchandise, so that'd be a great way, to get you
there
some
you go.
merchandise as well, and sending the long lines for the season start. So you come out, like I said, and just if you haven't got season tickets, come out and check out the game and see what it's about, to get a glimpse of it. And just buy you a single ticket because I guarantee if you buy one ticket, you'll be back. It's just how the game works, it's kind of addictive like that. So yeah, just come out, man, and meet the people, meet the fans, meet everyone, and let's ramp it up, man.
Definitely. So, yeah. Well, so next time I do this, everybody's going to be in town, or
Everyone
at
should be
least
in town. We should have a big meet and greet, and we'll figure it out, and man, and ready to go.
So I know your schedule's gonna be a little crazy next week, so I'll have to try to figure out when we can make this work. But
We'll figure it out, man. I always figure it out, man. So like I said, the season is here. But we got to, stay on the thing to keep everybody informed about what's going on. So when we do hit it, and we'll be fine. So yeah, I'm excited, man.
so, all right. Well, then, until next week, we will catch you then. Enjoy your tryouts. Like I said, I'm not gonna be able to make it, but good luck. Hopefully, grab a couple winners out there, and let's see what we can do. So,
Gotcha, man.
what's our new tagline? Was it "Let's Rage"?
Let's raid. I'll ramp it up though. We can raid. Welcome to the jungle. Your gorillas in the mist, guerrilla tactics, whatever you want to call it, Jack. We just gonna be here ready to rock and roll. We're gonna ramp it up and don't stop at 6 though all the time.
There you go. All right, folks. We will see you next week.
Right on, man. All right, Slash. Peace.
Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage, Iowa, Rampage. I don't care what you heard about me, what you know about me, what you think about me. Pull up to the spot and I'm only one deep. When I go OT, got the thing on me. G43X got it off safety. Trying to get the piece, so I gotta keep a piece getting high in the